Hello skaters out there. I thought it was time to make this video because I've been on YouTube for quite a while now. I know a lot of you are already subscribers and some of you are newcomers, but one thing we all have in common is that we really enjoy skating and quality skating content. So in this video, I decided to share my top 5 YouTube channels that I follow personally and that I think you guys should also give a try if skating is your thing. Of course, if you haven't subscribed to mine yet, that would be number 1 on that list. Now, some of these channels might be about ice skating, some about inline skating, some about good old-fashioned rollerblading, but one thing they have in common is that they're pretty awesome, and the hosts of these channels definitely know what they're talking about. I should mention before we get started that I'm going to leave links to all these YouTube channels below in the description, so you can calmly watch the entire video and then you will be able to find those channels, those skaters, those people, those companies on the link just below. And a final little prayer before I get down to my personal list is for you guys to comment here in the description if there's any YouTube channels I missed that you would want to share with me and the rest of the community down below. I'm super excited to hear those and I will definitely give them a view and a follow. Now, first up on my list is obviously my own channel that I co-host with my coach, Michelle Whitmore. It's called GSN, the Global Skating Network. If you're not already a subscriber to this one, I definitely recommend it. We share everything about skating. Obviously, this channel is called Viktor Thorup for a reason. It's about me and the advice that I share. Whereas the Global Skating Network, we try and do it on a broader spectrum. We try and share everything that's about skating, inline skating, short track, long track, whatever we find interesting. We host a weekly news show, update show, where you can get all the news on what's going on in the skating world, results, or just new gear that you would definitely want to look into. GSN is by skaters for skaters, so I hope you want to give that one a view. We have so many different things. We both travel to most of the World Cups, so we also got a lot of good opportunities to talk to some of the absolute best coaches and also skaters, naming quite a few Olympic champions, world champions already this season. So hit GSN with a subscribe and make sure to check out all those videos. Put a lot of effort into those, and this is definitely an upcoming channel. We've got about 6,000 subscribers right now, but we also just started, so hopefully that channel will grow as big as this one. Now, next up on the list is a guy that I have followed since the beginning of my skating career, basically, Pascal Briand, a French multiple-time world champion on inline skates turned coach. And he is really good at sharing advice on YouTube, but also in real life. Personally, he was my coach when I was a teenager living in France simply to become better at inline skating. And he really taught me a lot of things. The most important of those is that technique comes before everything else. And I really think that's one of the things where we need YouTube. We need this cool feature of being able to just share knowledge. No matter where in the world we are, we don't actually physically have to be there like it was 10, 15 years ago. There's just so much nice content, and Pascal is making all sorts of it. There's a bunch of vlogs, and he honestly seems to have a pretty cool, interesting life right now. He's a super nice guy, and he knows what he is talking about. So if you're fine with a French accent, you should definitely click subscribe on Pascal Briand's YouTube. The third channel and the third YouTuber I'm going to share with you is Mr. Joey Mantia, an inline skating legend, 28 times world champion on inlines, turned into a speed skater where he also managed to grab 3 world championships medals. He also went to 3 Olympic games, so it's fair to say that he has a lot of experience. Now, Joey has been on YouTube for a while. He went away for a bit, focusing on his skating, but he is now planning on, got this from himself, so I believe it, that he is going to make more YouTube content. But there's already about 30 videos on his channel that you should go have a look at. Some of them is just very beautiful skating that you have the chance to admire, and some of them are more skating tutorials. Either way, I'm sure they're going to be entertaining, and I'm sure they can teach you a thing or two. Joey has been a training partner of mine, he's been a roommate, and he also taught me quite a bunch of things about skating technique. So I really appreciate that, and I appreciate that channel, and you should go have a look at it. Now, the fourth channel is one that I personally think is very overlooked. I don't think it has even 1,000 subscribers, but it is made and hosted by a very good skater called Howe from Canada. If you are into long track speed skating, you must have heard that name before. He has a YouTube channel that does not get the attention it deserves. He shares very various content. Some of it is simply just different races that happened either recently or years ago. So if you're into speed skating, ice skating, and especially if you're into the history and some of the wonderful things that happened in our sport over the last, I was gonna say decade, but we go way beyond that, then check out Howe's channel. He is simply just sharing cool things. If there's some technical trends that are going on, if somebody has skated a wild time at who know what rink, then Howe will probably share that on his YouTube. Also, whenever he shares any of his own content, he is a crazy good skater and it's just beautiful to watch. So click Howe here on YouTube and hit him with a subscribe. Fifth on this list is another active speed skater just like myself. His name is Felix Ryan from Germany. He's a very good inline skater, world champion, European champion, and now he is also an ice skater. He managed to qualify for the last Olympics in Beijing, and his channel does not have a lot of videos. He does not upload stuff that frequently, but the stuff he has on there is very exciting. It's not necessarily tutorials. It is more so different vlogs or sharing fun skating experiences, such as how did it go when I went for a plus 100 kilometer skate, or what was this trip like? Can I keep up with cyclists? So just a lot of good entertainment. I think I've watched most of his videos actually, and I recommend you do that as well. Also goes for all these people, if you do not follow them on the other social media platforms, Instagram, of course YouTube, Facebook, then you should try and find those as well. Now, this is not a personal channel, but I do want to give a shout out to my own sponsor, Rollerblade. They have a YouTube channel with more than 100,000 followers, and they are sharing content from basically every discipline of skating. The cool thing about these is that they have so many experienced ambassadors, such as myself, that know about skating and that they love skating. So whenever Rollerblade makes a video, they basically reach out to me and like, Victor, can you do something cool with this topic? Can you talk a bit about this skate? And then I kind of implement that in my own life, showing what I learned and sharing that on the channel, and all the other ambassadors do the same thing. I had the pleasure of meeting most of those, and they know what they do and they know what they talk about. So click subscribe on the Rollerblade YouTube channel as well.
Eldridge, my guy, thanks for joining me here today.
Thanks for having me.
As we're about to embark on a journey through all the skating disciplines.
Now, obviously, I left links to all these channels below, so you don't have to search for them. You can simply just click on those links and enjoy. It's fun having you guys. I hope, of course, you remember to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for the next videos. If you have any ideas for me, let me know, and I will try and make a video on that specific topic. I'm Viktor Thorup. See you for the next video.